Midweek Insights meteorologist Danielle Noyes here for the 1 Degree Outside Weather Network. Speaking of which, have you checked it out? You may be watching this on it right now. Smart TV, open up the YouTube app and search 1 Degree Outside Network. We are streaming 24/7, the first and only in New England, always at 1degreeoutside.live as well, and you can access it at the top of our app too. It is a cool fall stretch that's taking hold, timing out a few showers the next couple of days, variable cloud cover too, and Melissa track. That's Tropical Storm Melissa that developed yesterday, and the Pats forecast for this upcoming weekend at Gillette Stadium. Let's start with the upper level pattern, that big trough carving out that dip in the jet stream, bunch of energy too, that's going to kind of pivot and rotate around this swirling mass to our north. It kind of gets invigorated for the start of next week by some energy up near Hudson Bay that will dive southward here through the start of next week. And that does keep us on the cooler side of the jet stream the next several days as well. Remember, the jet stream river of air steers our storms and also acts like a thermostat. So that's why it's going to be a cooler than normal stretch. Speaking of cold air, these are temperatures at about 6,000 feet. And I want to show you this because you're going to notice the red line indicates 32 degrees, so the freezing line. And it does dive southward over New England and the Northeast here over the next 24 hours and remains in place. There is some cold air coming in. And so what that does is creates instability in the atmosphere. So even though temperatures are only going to be in the 50s in many spots the next several days, the air above us is below freezing. And so that temperature difference, that contrast, allows for that instability to develop. And that also means that as we start with some sun on Thursday, the clouds are going to bubble up in the sky from west to east. So that's what I mean by variable cloud cover. At times you'll see blue skies, and then we'll turn mostly cloudy. A couple of showers on Thursday, not by midday, but by about 1 to 3 p.m. in western New England. With enough instability and cold air aloft, there may be some soft snow pellets or graupel that develop in a couple of spots. I just don't want you to be caught off guard by that. I see some deeper yellows and oranges in here, so that indicates to me we may get a little bit that comes down with that cold air swinging through. Notice by the time we get to 8 or 9 p.m., the action's done. And again, it's very hit or miss. Anything that does come through will be brief. Similar story on Friday. We start with sun. We get some building clouds. They'll look a little bit ominous. Some of them may produce a shower. Generally 2 to 4 p.m. in western New England. They will try to come east. There may be a few southern New Hampshire, Merrimack Valley. Again, brief, light by 5 or 6 p.m., isolated to widely scattered, and then they again dwindle as the skies clear out and the sun sets, and that instability isn't as great during the course of the evening. You'll see that swirl happening across the Northeast with that upper level low in place. So yes, every day the next few is kind of a wash, rinse, repeat forecast. Sun, building clouds, chance of a shower, not that widespread. Similar on Saturday and Sunday, sun and building clouds. The greatest chance of a brief shower is in the mountains. And that will be the case again on Sunday. Maybe a Cape shower that does develop here with more of a northeast wind that develops too. There is high pressure off to our west, but we've got some energy out over the ocean. That's going to swing back down into eastern New England on Monday. So may bring some clouds off the coastline or at the coastline and a couple of showers too. So we'll watch that threat for you. Across the country, it's generally quiet from the Midwest down to the Southeast United States, but we've got a storm bringing some intermountain snow over the Rockies the next couple of days. That will dive south, tap the Gulf for some moisture, and bring areas of rain, flash flooding concerns, and some strong to severe thunderstorms across the central and southern plains for Thursday night into Friday. Snow on the backside of it with cooler air coming in and another storm coming into the Pacific Northwest. Meanwhile, Tropical Storm Melissa, I'm going to play things through the next several days. She is a slow mover, so just going to kind of meander here in the Caribbean, make her way towards Jamaica, and gradually strengthen in the coming days. So by the time we get to the second half of the weekend, Sunday into Sunday night, maybe a Category 2 hurricane at that point, sitting just south of Jamaica. But admittedly, this is a bit of a tricky forecast. There are some signs she may curve northward a little bit sooner. Bottom line, Jamaica, eastern Cuba, stretching back over to Haiti and the Dominican Republic, keeping an eye on this with areas of rain, some gusty wind as well. Even the National Hurricane Center that says this is a little bit of an uncertain forecast. We'll watch Melissa in the coming days. You can track the tropics right in our app and the interactive radar with the tropical overlay. Try it out. Let us know what you think. Our app is free. Thousands of 5-star reviews. You're going to love it. Search 1 Degree Outside Weather in the App Store and Google Play. All right, closer to home, 55 to 60 for our Thursday, a southwest breeze. You'll notice it 10 to 20 miles per hour, gusting occasionally higher. Thursday night, mainly clear to partly cloudy. Most of us drop back into the mid to upper 30s to near 40 degrees, about 40 to 45 in eastern New England. Highs on Friday, topping out in the 50s to maybe 60 with more breaks of sun. But again, the wind is a little bit lighter on Friday. It shifts out of the west around 10 miles per hour, or just under that, particularly for the second half of the day. And on Saturday, it's more of a northwest wind. Do you notice each day we kind of tick down the temperatures a little bit too? So upper 40s to low to mid 50s during the day on Saturday, a cool fall feel. Sunday, very similar, some upper 40s to low 50s. Clouds in central and eastern New England, maybe a shower that pops up, particularly in northern New England. Not much wind on Sunday either. So that includes for the Pats and the Browns at Gillette Stadium. Sunday, 1 o'clock kickoff. Tailgating is going to be in the upper 40s. Will be around 50 over the duration of the game, cooling off into the upper 40s. There'll be a lot of clouds and maybe some breaks of sun. And the northwest wind in the beginning of the game will be a little bit strong, around or just over 10 miles per hour, but will ease. No precipitation to worry about. There may be a couple showers just east of Gillette Stadium, but they would be light and isolated. No big weather issues. Meanwhile, get your orders in for the holidays. Our merchandise store, so many items, sizes to choose from. We've got gift cards on there too. Want to make sure you get it in time. Takes a little bit to ship for the holidays, so I'd recommend putting in your orders by the end of this week. All the info is at swag.onedegreeoutside.com.